what's up, guys? We're gonna be playing some BM Hunter today. Look at that pretty orc face, man. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, we're gonna be playing BM Hunter today and doing some duels because we just did an overview on my channel. So I figured why not follow it up with some duels and show some gameplay, right? So here's the spec I'm gonna be playing. At first, we're going to be killing casters, which means that most of our talents are going to be catered towards magic effects and CCs towards silences and whatnot. I'm going to be playing with Intimidation instead of Binding Shot at this point because I think Binding Shot you could just stand in the middle of and you don't get stunned. You know, like if you just put down Binding Shot, like bam, you can actually just stand here, like stand right next to it and not get stunned, right? So we need a little bit more reliable thing when you're going to take the Intimidation, which I'll spec into in a second. Barrage for burst damage and all this stuff is pretty standard. And then on PvP talents, we're going to be taking Survival Tactics, which is cool because whenever you feign death, all harmful magic effects are removed. So that's pretty cool. It's like a dispel. And then it reduces damage taken by 99% for 1.5 seconds. So that'd be pretty cool. And then another talent called Spider Sting. And Spider Sting is a silence that only works on offensive casters. So if there's a healer, right, and he's healing himself, you know, popping regrowths or whatever, you put Spider Sting on him, it's not going to do anything at all. But if you Spider Sting a mage that's Pyroblasting, whenever they hit their next Pyroblast or their next offensive spell in general, they'll be silenced for 4 seconds. So that's pretty cool. And they're both, Intimidation and Spider Sting is both on a 1 minute cooldown. So that'll be good for us. We're going to be using the Cunning Pet for Roar of Sacrifice and really just doing, just doing our thing. Just swifting it up with our BM Hunter, killing a caster. I remember back in BC, like, casters would always, BM Hunters would always destroy me as a mage, so whatever. We're going to go ahead and try and do that, so let's jump into the duels. Guys, we're going to start this duel off with a loss, okay? You know, I just figured that is the proper thing to do whenever you're fighting an Affliction Lock and doing a BM Hunter video. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. Oh, he canceled the duel. He wants to do it again. Oh, here we go. Okay, duel started. Here we go. So we're going to be opening up with a kill command and put our pets on him, obviously, and then pop all of our damage, hit that Dire Frenzy, put up a Scorpion Sting, interrupt that, and we're good to go. So we have the silence on him. Whenever he casts that UA, he's actually going to be silenced for 4 seconds. His Dark Pact is already gone. I'm going to cast my Barrage and then Intimidation right after it. Never mind, hold on. We're going to be waiting. He did Hellstone already, so what I'm going to do is UA, and what's really cool about the Feign Death is you can actually get rid of all that stuff. Oop, I'm going to Roar of Sacrifice there, and then hit Dark Frenzy as well, and then stun him right here. He has no more defensives at all. So I'm going to interrupt that and just keep spamming our damage. We have Barrage very soon, and I still have my defensives. Uh-oh, he's Drain Lifing. And this might be where we lose the duel. Right as Warlocks press Drain Life, there's this thing that makes you do 50% reduced damage to the Warlock, so I mean, maybe I can kill him, but I don't know. Maybe, but I'm popping my BM here, and then we're going to hit Barrage as well and try our best. He did hit UA on us right there, so it looks like... is he like DC'd or something? That's weird. Oh, did we kill the Warlock because he's DC'd? Oh. Yo, I'm totally putting this clip in the video. I don't even care. We were going to lose that duel for sure. So all Warlocks have to do, if you watch my Affliction Warlock dueling videos, they just have to dot you up and hit Drain Life, and then they win. But we got lucky because he DC'd at the end there. I'm still putting it in. I don't even care. But yeah, we were probably going to lose. We were out of cooldowns. I don't think we would have lasted long enough to be able to kill him before he healed up. So whatever. Affliction Warlocks are gods. Nothing new, but let's find a new caster to fight. Alright, for this one, I'm going to be dueling against a Moonkin, and Moonkins have a lot of armor with their Moonkin form, increased by 275%. So we're going to give this guy a shot and just try and do damage. I think that we should be able to do quite a lot. Oh, okay, so he went to stealth, so I'm going to flare him out right there, put a concussive shot up, hit him with a kill command, and then obviously pop my offensive cooldown, Scorpion Sting into kill command, into Scorpion Sting, into kill command. Oh, I actually missed my big damage, so what we're going to do is actually just going to finish him off here. We have him low, so we can just go for the throat right there and kill him before he kills us, which is nice. I think he was trying to juke me, and then what was really cool is I could actually since Moonkins work really poorly whenever like the momentum is not in their favor. Like whenever they fight like rogues, for example, or I mean, I guess BM Hunters in this case, like you can rogues kill them fast because they can't really do anything after a little while. with multiple CCs, and if you have a lot of damage going out immediately because they can't like recover, right? What was nice about that duel is I actually spider stung him, and then he trinketed it, and then I intimidationed him, and as you can see, like the cooldowns are like intimidation is a little bit higher cooldown than spider sting because that's what I did. And then I was just keeping my damage going at the same time, so it was just like pop off into cooldowns fast, use spider sting, he gets silenced, he trinkets, I intimidation him, and then I just do a bunch of damage, and I killed him through bark skin at that point because I actually didn't even hit him with a barrage, but what I was doing was cobra shotting and then kill commanding and then using dire frenzy whenever it's up. And with this talent right here, the Bestial Wrath is active. Cobra Shot resets the cooldown on kill command, so that's why I was actually Cobra Shotting, then kill command, then reset it, then kill command, then reset it, and then kill command. And at that point, he was at 30%, and since you take the Go for the Throat talent, whenever somebody is at 30% or lower health, kill command doesn't have a cooldown, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I want to fight like maybe a Fire Mage, or I think maybe even a Shadow Priest. I would like to try. I think Shadow Priest is going to turn out like Moonkin as well, but definitely Fire Mage. But the server is going to reset, so we're going to have to wait till after that, but you guys don't have to wait. You just have to wait like 5 seconds. So let's jump into that. Alright guys, we're going to be dueling against a Fire Mage, and we did interrupt him right there, which is really nice. So what we're going to do is pop our Scorpion Sting, trinket this right now, and then start to disengage away from him as he's trying to hit us with our big damage. We're also going to Roar of Sacrifice while his combustion is up and really screw him there. He's going to have to Ice Block pretty soon or just die. Okay, so he tried to finish me off. He went for this like really quick kill. Let's see how I'm at like 20%. Since he was lower, I knew that I had kill command coming up and I had Roar of Sacrifice just falling off right there, so there really wasn't a whole reason for me to like give up and like, you know, chicken out, right? So I didn't have to use my defensives. He was trying to like kill me before he had to block, but he ended up being too greedy and dying for it. But what I did was actually spider sting him there. He trinketed it, and I actually didn't even intimidation, so that's totally a mistake on my part. But one thing that's really big against Fire Mages is using your Roar of Sacrifice when they use combustion, because if you do that, you basically cut their damage in half since they can't get pyro procs on you, which are reliant on using getting crits, right? Getting those crits in a row. And if you take away the ability to crit, which is what Roar of Sacrifice does, then you're able to really, you know, hinder his damage a lot. And I think that if you're doing that and also putting out a really high amount of damage with like Bestial Wrath, then you should be good to go. So it's just, I mean, it's unfortunate that he didn't block, but at the same time, I really don't think I would have lost that duel, because if he would have blocked, I would have used my heals, gone back to full, we would have reset, and then I would have had intimidation for the next fight and probably put out more damage than he was going to be able to do. So yeah, really not a big deal. We're going to be fighting against one more Fire Mage, which is actually a Arena Master Fire Mage, and I trinketed the Dragon's Breath, and then also did... Ooh, okay, we're going to put up Roar of Sacrifice. Sorry, I have to kind of focus since this is a fast duel. We did get him to Ice Block pretty quickly. We're going to use Exhilaration and go back to full health. Put up a flare over him for no absolute reason, and then intimidate him right there and finish him off. There's no way he's going to be able to win because he triggered that intimidation, and I actually was able to kill him really fast. So there was a couple things that happened that duel. Let me explain really quick. So we pretty much opened up. He Dragon's Breathed me and then started to cast a Fireball. I trinketed the Dragon's Breath and then interrupted him with Counter Shot. And then after that, he popped his combustion. I hit Roar of Sacrifice and Bestial Wrath and started doing damage. And I actually crit him 2 or 3 times, which forced him to Ice Block really fast. And then since he's playing Shimmer, there's no recovery after, you know, when you Ice Block. There's no self-healing because Cold Snap is what gives you self-healing while in Ice Block. But when he's playing Shimmer, he doesn't have the opportunity to do that. So he comes out of Ice Block. I use Exhilaration just to get my health back up to full since I was able to Roar of Sacrifice. I didn't take a whole lot of damage, so I went back up to like 90%. And then after that, it was just easy because he was low health, and I could just spam Kill Command with the Go for the Throat talent, and we were good to go. So Fire Mages, you know, I feel like I'm actually a counter to Fire Mages, which is pretty cool because Fire Mages is probably the strongest caster in the game right now, next to Moonkin. And I think that... or next to Moonkin and Affliction Unlock. I think that what we're going to do now is play against melee, and what that's going to consist of is probably Scorpion Sting, which reduces physical critical strike chance by 50% for 6 seconds, and then we're also going to play Cat-like Reflexes, which gives us 30% dodge whenever they do critical strike. And then same stuff for damage, and that should be pretty simple. And then also, I don't think that there's any slowing talents that I can take, so what I'm going to do is actually just play the same stuff. Oh, that might be good. You know what? Kill Command slows the target for 4 seconds. That might be good. I'm going to play that. I'm going to try it out just for the video. Why not? But that's going to be our spec right there. We should be good to go. So I think that there's a lot of rogues right now on the beta, and also a lot of monks. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, so we are going to be dueling against a Windwalker monk, and since we have a lot of slows, I think that this might work out in our favor. What we're going to do is put up custom. Okay, so he didn't incapacitate me. If he leg sweeps me here, I'm going to trinket it, and then disengage and slow him immediately, put up our damage, and go ahead and also hit him with an intimidation. Use our Dire Frenzy while we have a chance. He did Karma, so we're going to take our pets off with pet passive, and then also put up Roar of Sacrifice. And we're even going to have to Aspect of the Turtle and Exhilaration just to heal up real quick, but he does have no more Karma at all, so what we're going to do is try and heal up as much as possible, keep him slowed right now, and then disengage from his big flying thing, whatever, and we've also got a big slow on him right now with Concussive Shot. So we have a lot of range right now, and I don't think he's really going to be able to do a whole lot at this point to catch up, and we did juke out his Flying Serpent Kick, which is really nice. So I'm going to Aspect to the Cheetah away right now, get some focus back with Dire Frenzy, slow him again after he uses his roll to get out of our slows, kill command him after that, interrupt him right there, and we do have Bestial Wrath going as well. So what we're going to be doing is just spamming our Scorpion Sting, kill commanding right now since he is low, and we are going to be able to win the duel due to our ability to kite. I think we only won that duel because we were able to kite very well. And he did mess up one of his Flying Serpent Kicks, which is really, really important, right? So, but yeah, when Karma goes out, like, Karma for Windwalker monks is crazy. Like, it actually gives them 10 seconds to do a crazy amount of damage to you, and also you're doing damage to yourself. So what I did whenever he Karma'd is I put my pet immediately on passive, I Roar of Sacrifice, and he still did a lot of damage to me to the point where I was going to die. So at that point, I had to use Aspect of the Turtle, which heals 30% of my health, and Exhilaration, which heals another 30% of my health, and puts me in immunity for 8 seconds. So I think that that's really important. Is being able to do that, and then obviously after that it was just like he ran out of steam. So if we were able to deal with that, we were good to go, but we also had to keep range for that second leg sweep coming off cooldown, and I think that since we didn't have Trinket, if we would have gotten leg swept, we probably would have died in that situation. But oh well, I mean, it's not a big deal. We did win. We finally beat a Windwalker monk, and I would love to find a rogue really quick to be able to, you know, fight against maybe an outlaw rogue before we... let's try and duel this guy, see if he duels me. Ready? Is he going to do it? Oh, I don't have Aspect of the Turtle. We're going to cut to the next clip. For our next duel, we're going to be able to duel against an outlaw rogue, and as you can see, what I'm going to do is sit in the middle of a flare, right under the ball, and he's going to have a hard time opening on me. He can sap me, which is cool, but... okay, so it looks like he might actually run into this and not get an opener. Okay, yeah, he did not get an opener, so I'm going to immediately disengage and get my post haste up, and then also start doing damage to me. I actually messed up a little bit. Oh, I don't have flare for this. No, Feign Death maybe? Flare! Flare! Oh, we got him out! Nice! Okay, so we're going to also intimidate him and Aspect of the Cheetah away. We are slowed a little bit, and we're not doing as much damage as we could in this Bestial Wrath, but I think because of that Feign Death outplay, we might be able to win. Because I don't think he can catch up right now. He has a repost, which is nice, but I don't think he has the mobility to catch up to me. So we're just going to barrage and kill command after that, and we should be able to finish off the duel. I mean, he doesn't have Vanish anymore. We've got him slowed, and we're just going to hit him. Oh, okay, so he did grapple, but we were able to kill him right as he grappled, which is nice. Oh, look, he's like killing... wow, that's cool. But yeah, so what we did, which is actually pretty cool. I feel pretty good about it. But he vanished. It was like, I knew that he was like walking towards me slowly, right? So, but my flare was on 3-second cooldown, so I couldn't, you know, flare him out. But what I did was actually, as he was walking up, I Feign Death, which makes him de-target me, and then I put up a flare. I bought enough time to Aspect of the Cheetah away, and then flare. Since my flare just came off cooldown, and I flared him out of his Vanish, and then he like completely screwed up his opener, which was really nice for me. So that's a cool trick you can do. Maybe if you are playing BM Hunter, you can use your Feign Death to your advantage by having that D-target, obviously. So for our last duel, we're going to be fighting against another BM Hunter. So what we're going to have to do is basically just be more efficient than he is, right? So what we're going to do is obviously set our pets on him, put a Concussive Shot on, kill command, Dire Frenzy, Feign Death, and then put Roar of Sacrifice up while he does have his Bestial Wrath up. And then we're also going to be hitting Intimidation for that one right there. Pop our defensive cooldowns. He looks like he did Exhilaration and... oh, you can actually bandage? Oh, that's a cool trick. I didn't know you could do that. Look at that. Wow. You can bandage while in Aspect of the Turtle. Wow, he totally outplayed me there. We're going to trinket this and then hit Barrage while he doesn't have a stun or anything. Hit our Dire Frenzy, keep him Concussive Shot. It looks like we are losing this duel, as apparently. Let's feign death here, and then hit Cobra Shot again, concussive shot, and then kill command, obviously. Oh, he feigned death, and I kill command the pet. Wow. He totally outplayed me. Look at that. Wow. We lost the duel. That was a good duel. I'm going to put that in. That's perfectly fine. The reason why we lost is because, one, he popped his Beast of Wrath like 2 seconds or so earlier, and then we also, like, he healed more because he band-aided in Aspect to the Turtle. I didn't even know you could do that. That's really cool. I totally learned something, and obviously you guys learned something too. But yeah, what happened was he Aspect to the Turtle and bandaged up, and it got more health up, and then he actually won by like 200 to 300,000, which in all honesty, like, that's what that bandage did for him. And also he was using Binding Shot, and you could see there that Binding Shot only lasted like 2 seconds, whereas Intimidation lasted 5 seconds. So I think that Intimidation is proven in that duel, at least, that it's better than Binding Shot just for duels. But regardless, guys, that is the last duel for today. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, obviously give it a big thumbs up. You can check out my website for my top 5 favorite Legion classes, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to be notified for future videos. I've been doing a bunch of these Legion classes. I'm expanding into more classes, obviously, for the class reviews and duels and whatnot, and that's kind of what this is. I don't normally play BM Hunter, but I wanted to at least show you guys some stuff for the upcoming expansion. So I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Cartoons out.